Distinguished guests, dear friends around the world, good morning. I'm Lu Shuijing from Korea. I'm honored to celebrate the National Day with you today. Good morning. I'm Gino Wang. Do you know why we are invited to host this year's celebration ceremony? Why? Do you know this year's key visual image is a collection of diversified sounds? I am from Korea. I am Korean. How about you? I'm from Taoyuan, Longtan. Taiwan is my home. Because of this reason, I, as a new immigrant from Korea, and you, a Taiwanese, co-hosted this celebration ceremony to show that on this piece of land of Taiwan, various voices are allowed to create immense possibility. I see next Shuijing and I will invite everyone to enjoy this year's National Day ceremony. Are you ready, Shuijing? I'm ready. All right. May we convey our best wishes for our country with a warm heart. Let's shout together. The Republic of China, Taiwan, happy birthday. There is an encouraging theme for this year's National Day ceremony. 2020, proud of Taiwan. Yes, did you notice that sound is the key visual image for this year's celebration ceremony? Sound waves of 4 different colors are the key design. In our country, various voices can be expressed without any fear. Because of diversification and inclusiveness, we can make great strides in moving forward. 2020, proud of Taiwan. 2020, proud of Taiwan. Let's work hard to be connected with the world to shine in the world stage. The anti-pandemic heroes in Taiwan this year make efforts to protect our country. Later, we will give them a warm round of applause to show our respect. Yes, this year, 21 anti-pandemic heroes are invited to take the lead to see the national anthem with the Xingsheng Chorus of Taipei Medical University. This arrangement symbolizes the unity and confidence of all people to safeguard this land. The General Association of Chinese Culture provides the program of Year Blessing a New Energy to present Taiwan's diversified culture. In addition, F-16 and Thunder Tiger are passing the viewing stand with the V formation, symbolizing getting rid of fear, to be united to make great strides in moving forward, which echoes this year's theme. 2020, proud of Taiwan. National Day Ceremony Chairperson and concurrently the Legislative Speaker Yu Xikun has arrived. Please welcome him. Speaker Yu, please take your position to enjoy the programs. The opening performance is about to begin. The first program is the Miaoli Chen family, 北管八音 group. Please welcome the performance by Miaoli Chen family, 北管八音 group.
年与荣幸客家采茶剧团、国立台湾戏剧学院客家系联合演出。
TV speaking is closely linked with daily life of Hakka people. The baskets and techno scarf often used in traditional operas are applied in this dance with the Hakka buying music. The performance you are going to see is throwing tea, involved from Taiwan Hakka tradition of three-character tea-picking drama. Today's performance starts from Beiguan Bayin group with percussion and sona horns to present a joyful atmosphere in festivals. performance is to celebrate the National Day of the Republic of China, Taiwan. It represents the diversity of Hakka culture. At the end of the performance, through the change of the formation, we can see 109 double tenths. The music is entitled Open the Gold Fan to describe the joyful, auspicious occasion. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please give them a warm round of applause for their wonderful performance. Miaoli Chen Family Beiguan Buying Group has spared no efforts in keeping cultural inheritance. Please thank their wonderful performance. Next will be one of the most popular performances of the year. Please welcome the Republic of China Joint Military Marching Band. The Republic of China Joint Military Marching Band started to have intensive training and practice from July. Every year, they always surprise us with their wonderful performance. Let us welcome their performance entitled Protect Our Country and People. Defending country and protecting people, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Joint Military Marching Band, comprised of the Ministry of National Defense Symphony Orchestra and the Ministry of National Defense Honor Guard. The music you are listening is a maritime march, composed by Professor Hou Zhizheng. Its strong rhythm demonstrates the unity of military and civilians. The major mission of the Joint Military Marching Band is to present military salutes for visiting dignitaries, playing an important role to perform at major ceremonies and celebrations. In addition to regular performance in national performing arts centers, they are often invited to play in local culture centers. Next is the Ministry of National Defense Honor Guard, acclaimed as the Armed Forces of Honor. They represent the image and honor of the military and symbolize the military strength of our country. The major duty of the Ministry of National Defense Honor Guard is to perform in military salutes for heads of states from diplomatic allies and important national ceremonies. They station as honor guards in their respective posts. The shift of the guards is solemn and well known around the world, demonstrating the strong armed forces of our country.
立正。一队长，空军上校刘光荣报告，操演开始。操演开始。
首先演奏的乐曲是由示范乐队 Curbing Pandemic is composed by Sergeant Li Yuchuan of the Ministry of National Defense Symphony Orchestra. The resounding trumpet will open for today's joint exercise. A national flag is a flag that represents a given nation. A military flag represents the spirit of armed forces. The joint flag team with the formation of honor guards demonstrates the determination of armed forces to defend the democracy of the country. Honor guards present the three-ring formation symbolizing the unity of the Army, Navy, and the Air Force to cooperate with each other to safeguard national security. As the honeycomb in the nature, the hexagon symbolizes the solid foundation. The precise right spinning drill symbolizes strong national defense. This formation demonstrates the courage to move forward. The armed forces focus on various training duties and war preparedness exercises. They are the stabilizing power of our country and the society. They are also the pioneers to defend democracy and freedom. Next to the Ministry of National Defense Honor Guard, firing 4 rifle spinning drill without music. No music is played, but each step, stomps, and rifle twirl are perfectly timed. Please give them a warm round of applause for their wonderful performance. Next, the Joint Military Marching Band will present 3 encouraging pop songs. The prelude of the music is the classic folk song of Grass, originally sung by Wang Menglin. The courageous prelude and popular rhythm demonstrates the spirit of perseverance of Grass. Just like our armed forces, although they confront various trials, they are persevere to overcome challenges and continue to move forward. Rice Field is one of the classic songs of Zhou. This song is full of warmth and sweetness. It cheers for all people living and working in different places to be content. Next is the formation of double tenths, symbolizing the armed forces and all citizens celebrate the National Day and wish the Republic of China, Taiwan a very happy birthday. This is the classic wave formation. Honor guards use the brief time gap to present the rifle drill with precision and strength, making it like an endless wave. This performance shows a good tacit agreement. Please thank them for their wonderful performance. Imperative is a song by Andrew Tan and B. The lyrics are full of positive and encouraging messages. It is just like armed forces protecting our country. It is also like after the rainy day, we can embrace sunlight again to move forward and fly high with confidence. Finally, the honor guards will present a pattern of working hand in hand with the M1 rifles to show that the military and civilians are in unity to move forward. As the music comes to an end, the honor guards complete their performance. The joint military marching band wishes all citizens and distinguished guests good health, every success, and the Republic of China Taiwan national prosperity. Please thank the Joint Military Marching Band for their wonderful performance. For many times, they practice in front of the presidential office, even in rainy days. Next will be the Military Police Rapid Reaction Company. It is the Military Police Rapid Reaction Company with their new weapons to present a new performance. It is worth mentioning that there are 12 women participating in the performance. The difficulty of these freestyle formations is how to keep a balance of the vehicle at a very low speed. They also need to consider the time gap of the formation. This performance demonstrates the high sophisticated riding skills. Indeed, it's not really easy. Next, please welcome the Military Police Rapid Reaction Command with a warm round of applause for their program of loyal motorists and military police in uniform.
各位长官、来宾，
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Next performance is the Military Police Rapid Reaction Company, that is acclaimed as the Loyal Motorists. To celebrate the National Day, the company is going to present a brand new performance. First of all, the march past of the heavy motorcycles sitting in the Lincoln automobile that moves at 5 kilometers per hour. Company Commander Yan Pei-wen takes the lead of 18 motorists wearing ceremonial suits to pass through the viewing stand. Ceremonial suits and pure white motorcycles represent the honor and tradition of company, followed by the 3 1.5 intelligence collection vehicles with 18 motorists with combat suits. There are 12 women participating in the performance, symbolizing that all genders can shoulder the heavy responsibility to protect our home and the country. Please give them a warm round of applause for their performance. This marks the first time for the Rapid Reaction Company to perform after they changed uniform and restructuring of the unit. It has become a strong combat unit equipped with the strong capabilities of defense, intelligence collection, rapid reaction, and assault. Next will be the shift, the formation patterns by the heavy motorcycle team. They continue to move forward without any fear. It is just like when facing difficulties, the military and civilian work together to overcome multiple obstacles to move forward. The Military Police Rapid Reaction Company used to be the worldly renowned Military Police Command, established in 1954 after several organization restructuring. The company became the Military Police Rapid Reaction Company on January 1st, 2018. It is the only unit to perform national defense duties with heavy motorcycles. The motorists perform the formation pattern of double dance with white motors and digital camouflage to celebrate the National Day. In addition to the duties of escorting foreign dignitaries visiting Taiwan national celebrations, the company combines the high mobility and combat capability of heavy motors this year to respond to threats and to increase battle capability. It has become an important force during the wartime. Motorists need to receive rigorous training of riding heavy motorcycles. They also need to receive trainings of different expertise and weapon operation to become a combat unit with strong power. The theme of this year's National Day is 2020, Proud of Taiwan. The circle in both clockwise and counterclockwise symbolizes the determination of military police to complete its mission, showing the capability and confidence to protect our country, to safeguard freedom and democracy of Taiwan. Now, the 12 motorists with battle suits are like the 12 rays of our national flag, symbolizing their tireless efforts to protect our country. After the restructuring of Military Police Rapid Reaction Company, every squad has been equipped with Kestrel anti-armor rocket Mark II machine gun, TF-91B, T-85 grenade launcher module, revolver grenade launcher, T-91 assault rifle, and 90 heavy machine gun. The strong firepower and the sophisticated riding skill make this company an outstanding unit. Every motorist has a strong sense of honor. They have determination and confidence to protect national security. Rapid reaction company is an excellent and well-trained troop. They are full of confidence and strength. Each motorist receives 8 months intense training and continues to improve skills to present the performance. The last performance is a V formation. Distinguished guests, please give them a warm round of applause for their wonderful performance. Our appreciation goes to the military police rapid reaction company for such a wonderful performance. Next will be the marching band, honor guards, and color guards of the Taipei First Girls High School, comprised of energetic young girls telling the story of their growth. The color guards will start the first performance by describing the future through their dreams with the music of a lullaby, a well-known Taiwanese children's folk song, to deepen our identity with the country and the land. The honor guards will continue the story to show the beauty of both soft and hard powers through the change of formation patterns and rifle drills. The latest formation pattern of team action is presented today. Afterwards, the color guards will show the confidence and expectation to enter the society with a light rhythm. Lastly, they will look back the days of growth from innocence, vitality to perseverance. The girls embrace the world with experiences, transformation, and confidence. Let's welcome the performance of the Taipei First Girls High School's marching band, honor guards, and color guards. Grow Ocean, the beautiful island.
会代理主任赖子志，代理主任配偶蓝世义，德国在台协会代表王子豪，代表夫人王安如，意大利经济贸易文化推广办事处代表梯大为，卢森堡台北办事处处长费涵雅，荷兰在台办事处代表谭信南，波兰台北办事处代理处长李波，代理处长夫人毕珊珊，斯洛伐克经济文化办事处代表博塔文，代表夫人梁晨，西班牙商务办事处处长 Eduardo Elba Azar， 瑞士商务办事处处长梁瑞德，英国在台办事处代表唐凯琳，谢谢。加拿大驻台北贸易办事处代表瑞乔丹，谢谢。瑞乔丹代表夫人。约旦商务办事处处长诺贝尔，处长夫人瑞娜，驻台北乌兰巴托贸易经济代表处代表罗达雅，罗达雅代表夫人，商务办事处处长阿莫干内。台北经济文化协商委员会驻台北代表处代表沙特阿拉伯商务办事处代表叶泽，台北市贸易办事处代表费定，代表夫人丁蕊，中华力量共和国驻台湾代表处代表吴永德，代表夫人。南非联络办事处代表麦德梅，亚洲世界文化中心主任沃培瑞，主任夫人沃曼如，亚洲太平洋地区粮食与肥料技术中心主任张淑贤，主任出去何胜斌。
The music pushing with strong rhythm and with difficult rifle twirling and rifle drill skill show their intensive practice. Indeed, in addition to pushing, there's another song, the Jazz Police. The Taipei First Girls High School prepares a creative formation using different terms to make a beautiful pattern, showing high degree of cooperation and trust. The costume, the hat, the suspender have the concept of big band. All of them show the strong style of jazz. The creativeness of the marching band and their rifle drill show the wonderful performance of the Taipei First Girls High School. With uniform steps, members are energetic and radiant. In this music of You Are Welcome, please pay attention to the little surprise of Taipei First Girls High School. The honor guard is going to present the characters of Bei Yi Nu. At the end of this program, the honor guard will present the double chance formation to celebrate the National Day. The marching band, honor guards, and color guards of Taipei First Girls High School practice intensively regardless of weather. The teamwork is fully shown in the wonderful performance. The marching band, honor guards, and color guards of Taipei First Girls High School spend their time practicing. The rifle spinning and twirling drill of the honor guards is precise. The flag waving dance of the color guards is full of vitality. With a melody and uniformed steps, members of the color guards present a variety of formation patterns to symbolize this beautiful island and the vitality of Taiwan. I hope that with the performance, both strength and beauty of the Taipei First Girls High School honor guards, we will create a better future. Please give them a warm round of applause for their performance. Indeed, after the performance of soft power of ladies, next will be the joint exercise by the National Police Agency, Special Operations Group, and National Airborne Service Corps to show the hard power. The NPASOG is the anti-terrorist and hostage rescue unit of National Police Agency of the Ministry of the Interior. The NASC is responsible for 5 major tasks: search and rescue, disaster relief, emergency medical services, reconnaissance and patrol, and transportation. Today, it will have the drill of interception and arrest of high-risk vehicles and anti-hijacking of buses. In today's exercise, the Black Hawk helicopter will take Special Operation Group members descending from the helicopter to the ground to provide support of the targeted area to demonstrate the rapid storm fortification skills of them. It sounds exciting. We should stop here and welcome them with a warm round of applause for the performance of Special Operation Group and NASC.
The next performance will be a drill by the National Police Administration and National Airborne Service Corps, safeguarding and protecting Taiwan. This performance will use flash grenades and blank ammunition, which will create loud noises. Please stay calm and do not panic, as comprehensive safety measures are in place. Ladies and gentlemen, please watch the video on the screen. Criminals from a notorious crime organization are now robbing a bank, armed with heavy weaponry. Let's take a look at the video. Ladies and gentlemen, on your right, you can now see patrolling police officers receive orders from the dispatch center and immediately rush towards the scene. The criminal's black vehicle is escaping from the bank. The Special Operations armed vehicle immediately starts to intercept. The armored vehicle you see right now is completely bulletproof, and there are 13 gun turrets in the body and roof, allowing the officers to fire back at the criminals under protection. On your left, you can now see the Special Operations personnel carrier has arrived, and they are preparing to round up the criminals. The Special Operations Group is a national anti-terrorism unit established in 1992. They're responsible for national anti-terrorism operations, hostage recovery, response to major crimes, and other high-risk operations. They have handled cases including the Bai Xiaoyan murder, Zhang Ximing abductions, Taoyuan hostage rescue, and the arrest of a bomber in Kaohsiung. They take the heavily armed criminals head-on, taking cover behind vehicles at the scene, steadily moving forward. After intense exchange of fire, the officers shoot 3 criminals, but the rest hijack a nearby bus and hold multiple passengers hostage. The commander orders the officers to stand down and start negotiating with the criminals. At the same time, the officers take out a hydraulic ram from the armored vehicle and install it in case they need to break into the bus. The officers ask the National Airborne Service Corps to send a Black Hawk helicopter with backup. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look to the front, you can see the National Airborne Service Corps Black Hawk helicopter arrive. The officers on board will be providing backup. The officers are quickly about to rappel to the ground. This is the first time a helicopter has ever flown into the presidential office's restricted flying zone at a low altitude and hovered for personnel rappel for a National Day performance. Rappelling is a strategy used to help officers get to the ground in a very short time from a helicopter. As you can see, the officers can quickly get to the ground. 4 officers can rappel to the ground using the same rope, allowing them to join the other officers on the ground as soon as possible. The National Airborne Service Corps is an air rescue unit on standby 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. They help protect Taiwan in the high mountains and at sea. After the Black Hawk helicopter completes its task, it takes flight again, continuing to conduct aerial reconnaissance. Ladies and gentlemen, on your right, you can see the Special Operations backup officers entering, preparing to storm fortifications. The backup officers arrive undercover, driving ordinary vehicles. Now the officers have advantageous numbers at the scene. The commander is continuing to negotiate with the criminals. But during negotiation, the agitated criminals refuse to accept any of the offers. They seize one of the hostages and get off the bus, threatening the police to back up and create a path for them to exit, or else they will start killing hostages in 2 minutes. The commander decides to take action in order to protect the hostages. The armored vehicle's hydraulic rams stop the bus, and the officers start rescuing the hostages on the bus. The officers take down all the criminals and successfully recover all the hostages. The operation is a success. This drill is especially meaningful because it shows the people that the police forces are determined to protect the safety of the nation and continue to improve their crime-fighting capabilities. Let us give the Special Operations Group and the National Airborne Service Corps a big round of applause. They will continue to work hard and improve their professional abilities to safeguard society. Let us thank them again for a wonderful and exciting performance. A big thank you to the National Police Administration, the National Airborne Service Corps, the Bank of Taiwan, and the Taipei City Police Department for their help in making this performance possible. Ladies and gentlemen, please give another big round of applause to our Special Operations Group and National Airborne Service Corps. Thank you very much. That was an amazing performance from the Special Operations Group and the National Airborne Service Corps. Yes, it was amazing and exciting. Now let us once again welcome the Joint Military Marching Band, Honor Guard, and Military Police Rapid Reaction Company.
National Day
is a new beginning for improving Taiwan, taking on responsibility and fulfilling expectations. Let us all be proud of Taiwan. The National Day ceremony will begin in 1 minute. This year, we have invited 21 health officials and medical personnel to lead the singing of the national anthem. They will be joined by 30 students from the Taipei Medical University Sing-Song Chorus. They will show their love and blessings to the country through their beautiful voices. That's right. At the same time, CH-47 helicopters from the ROC Army Aviation and Special Forces Command will be passing the visitor stand protected by Black Hawk helicopters carrying a huge ROC flag. This represents how Taiwanese people come together under the flag and advance confidently. The ceremony to celebrate the 109th National Day of the Republic of China, Taiwan, will now begin. Please rise. Chairman of the National Day ceremony, please take your place. Music, please. The national anthem of the ROC will now be sung. Let us have 3 bows to the national flag and a portrait of the founding father of the Republic of China. Chairman Yu, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen on the visitor stand, please face the flag. Leading singers of the national anthem, please salute with eyes. Members of the honor guard, please salute with your guns. Military police, please salute with your hand. Other attending dignitaries, please salute with bows. Please remove your hats. Please bow once. Bow again. And bow once more. Please put on your hats. Chairman Yu, please return to the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We will now invite Chairman Yu Xikun of the National Day ceremony to deliver remarks.
Distinguished guests, representatives of allies and friendly nations, overseas compatriots, frontline health personnel, my dear countrymen, good morning. Today marks the 109th National Day. I'm honored to preside over this ceremony. First of all, I want to sincerely thank all distinguished guests present here today for coming from all over the world. I also want to wish my fellow countrymen a very happy vacation. As the COVID-19 pandemic rages worldwide, Many nations have found themselves in dire straits. The total death toll has exceeded 1 million. I'm both shocked and saddened by this tragedy. Taiwan adopted advanced preparedness and came out of a dangerous situation. We have effectively controlled the virus and also been able to help other countries. We have conveyed a friendly message. Taiwan can help. For this, Taiwan is seen as a role model for the international community. This is thanks to our frontline health personnel and Taiwan team. Because of you, Taiwan has protected the health of its people, defended the nation, and stood up for global democracy. Because of you, we can hold our National Day ceremony as usual. On behalf of the National Day Preparatory Committee, I offer you my highest respects. Please join me in giving them a warm round of applause as a sign of our heartfelt thanks. Thank you for putting your lives on the line day and night to protect Taiwan. This year has been one of dramatic change for the whole world, but heaven has protected Taiwan, allowing us to overcome all difficulties. Thanks to democracy, our most valuable, trustworthy asset, Taiwan can move forward. Thanks to democracy, Taiwan has become a free rule of law nation. Thanks to democracy, Taiwan is a nation of happiness and human rights. Thanks to democracy, Taiwan has become a role model in the fight against COVID-19. Thanks to democracy, investment is returning to Taiwan, creating a new economic landscape. Thanks to democracy, Taiwan has boundless vitality and creativity, and the ability to reflect and improve. As long as we are united in a joint effort, Taiwan will certainly overcome all challenges and reach new heights. This is the significance of this year's theme, 2020, Proud of Taiwan. The Taiwan we enjoy today is also due to the struggles and sacrifices of our democratic forefathers. 99 years ago, Lin Xiantang and Jiang Weishui launched the petition to establish a Taiwanese parliament and set up the Taiwanese Cultural Association. And today, like many countries, Taiwan has regular presidential and parliamentary elections. Our rich culture and advanced technology have attracted attention and been affirmed by the international community. I can tell that our whole society is gradually deepening its identification with and love for this island. And on our way to transitional justice, Taiwan continues to unlock political archives and unveil historical truths. Transparency is the clothing of democracy. Transparency is the armor of human rights. Only through transitional justice can we consolidate democracy, exercise human rights, and promote reconciliation toward further unity so that Taiwan may become stronger and solidly united in our collective destiny.
In the 1990s, then-President Lee Teng-hui led the Quiet Revolution, terminated the period of national mobilization for suppression of communist rebellion, oversaw the election of the entire national legislature, held a direct presidential election, and oversaw the peaceful transition of power between political parties. This transformed Taiwan into a beacon of democracy in the Chinese-speaking world. This year, right before National Day, legislative yuan caucuses reached a consensus to set up an ad hoc committee to revise the Constitution. This committee will focus on proposals such as lowering the voting age to 18, as well as creating a government system where power and responsibility are balanced. Such is the difficult process towards normalization. If these proposals pass in the Legislative Yuan, the people must confirm them via a public referendum, where they must gain at least 9.7 million votes to come into effect. I look forward to rational, sincere discussion between all parties and solidarity among the people as we participate in this historic moment for our constitutional system. The people of Taiwan overcame hardships together during our road to democracy. We proudly became the first democracy in the Chinese-speaking world. In stark contrast, the Chinese Communist Party has been oppressing its people, persecuting the people of Tibet, Xinjiang, and Inner Mongolia, breaking their pledge to allow Hong Kong a high degree of autonomy for 50 years. China has also put Taiwan under rhetorical assault and military intimidation and blocked our international participation. Recently, China has even given up on a strategy to bide its time and build up its capabilities. It has engaged in wolf warrior diplomacy, manipulating politics and isolating Taiwan. Yet, following the global COVID-19 pandemic and the implementation of the Hong Kong National Security Law, democracies around the world have realized China's true autocratic colors, which contrast sharply with universal values, and have started to push back. Taiwan is located at a strategic position in the Indo-Pacific strategy. It is a fortress of democracy in the Chinese-speaking world. And democracies should not sit idly if Taiwan is invaded. As global politics continue to change rapidly, we will do our best to maintain cross-strait peace and stability. And on the foundations of peace, equality, democracy, and dialogue, we will continue to promote cross-strait negotiation. We sincerely hope that China can face the fact that Republic of China Taiwan exists. We also must be strong, for God helps those who help themselves. Our people, regardless of political affiliation, must work together and engage in advanced preparedness to expand our international space in a new era. On Tuesday, resolutions calling for the restoration of Taiwan-U.S. diplomatic relations and seeking U.S. military assistance to combat aggression from China passed unanimously in the Legislative Yuan. At the beginning of this year, U.S. President Donald Trump signed the Taipei Act, and HHS Secretary Alex Azar and Undersecretary of State Keith Krok made recent visits. Multiple arms sales and a number of pro-Taiwan policies were announced, showing that Taiwan-U.S. relations were continuing to grow closer. At the same time, Czech Republic Senate President Miloš Vystrčil led a delegation to Taiwan at the end of August, despite receiving threats from China. He became the first sitting Senate president from a country without diplomatic relations with Taiwan to enter Taiwan's Legislative Yuan and deliver a speech. He even stated that I am Taiwanese, declaring his solidarity with free and democratic Taiwan. President Vystrčil's visit was like a swallow, bringing news of the arrival of spring to Taiwan as it endures the winter of international isolation. As the tide turns and more countries come to Taiwan's aid, we must open our arms and embrace the world. Taiwan has had its share of hardships since it was founded. Despite continuous oppression, democratic Taiwan advances forward confidently under President Tsai Ing-wen's leadership. President Tsai all political parties and the people of Taiwan, thank you for your bravery as we march forward. I often hear people say, I'm so lucky to be Taiwanese. As the president of the Legislative Yuan, I must say that I completely agree. Once again, thank you to everyone in Taiwan and thank you to all attendees today. In closing, I want to wish the Republic of China Taiwan national prosperity. May all nations enjoy enduring friendship with Taiwan. I wish you all the best of health and happiness. Thank you very much. Chairman Yu will now introduce the representative of the overseas compatriot community who will be delivering remarks.
Ms. So Ming, representative of the overseas compatriot community, is senior advisor to the OCAC, hailing from Kaohsiung. She now resides in the United States. She currently serves as president of TAA of American Houston chapter and president of TAI. She also co-founded GDI, where she is a member of the board of directors. Through her long support of government public diplomacy efforts, Ms. Song has helped enhance Taiwan's global presence. Her contributions during the COVID-19 pandemic have been especially admirable. She has actively assisted Taiwanese across the United States with the purchase and donation of Taiwanese medical masks, helping U.S. medical personnel in their fight against the pandemic, thus demonstrating the Taiwan can help spirit. She has raised Taiwan's visibility in the international arena. And now please join me in welcoming her. President Tsai Ing-wen, Vice President Lai Qing-de, National Day Celebration Chairperson Liu Xi-kun, distinguished guests, fellow citizens, overseas compatriots, good morning. Today marks the 109th National Day of the Republic of China, Taiwan. Overseas compatriots around the world share the excitement of this joyous occasion. On their behalf, I'm honored to offer my best wishes. May the nation enjoy a wonderful National Day, and may all of its citizens continue to enjoy good health and prosperity. This year, COVID-19 has ravaged the globe, but under the leadership of President Tsai, Taiwan adopts preparedness policies. Close cooperation between central and local governments and open, transparent information sharing. Taiwan citizens also united to practice disease prevention measures. Through joint efforts, Taiwan successfully safeguards the health of its people. Government supported employees and business with Economic Relief Package 301 by transforming crisis into opportunity. Taiwan successfully controlled the pandemic and become a model for nations worldwide. In terms of industrial and economic development, the government has continued to promote 6 core strategy industries, keeping important industrial supply chains in Taiwan. This will bolster domestic industrial development and further assist industries in gaining footholds worldwide, and also cultivate a lot of talents so that we can have more international competitiveness. During the pandemic, Team Taiwan demonstrated that it was capable of being in the global vanguard of mass production, R&D, rapid test kits, and vaccines. Taiwan can overcome the challenges posed by the pandemic Internationally, Taiwan has achieved remarkable progress. This August, U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services Alex Azar led a delegation to Taiwan, as did Under-Secretary of State Case Clark in September, marking the highest level visits by U.S. officials since 1979. And these visits heightened the staunch support of U.S. support of Taiwan. Also in September, Czech Senate President Vistrio led a delegation to Taiwan, deepening our friendship. The visit allowed the two countries' commitment to share values of democracy, freedom, and human rights to shine on the world stage. Unfortunately, in July, Hong Kong national security law was enacted. The law violates the freedom, human rights of Hong Kong people, demonstrate that one country, two systems impossible. Democracy and authoritarianism are simply incompatible. Overseas compatriot community strongly supports our government's policy of current cross-strait relations. We also recognize the government's establishment of National Human Rights Commission, which promotes Taiwan's fundamental commitment to human rights, safeguards Taiwanese people's freedom, democracy, and human rights. The pandemic has drastically impacted the entire world, altering global political and economic landscapes. It also changed the international community's understanding of Taiwan. This offers both opportunities and challenges. I want to thank the government for leading the nation in the successful fight against COVID-19. No matter the difficulties, Taiwan and its people will overcome any challenges they may face through democracy and unity and stand tall in the international arena. In January, the people of Taiwan elected 15th term President Tsai Ing-wen and 15th term Vice President Lai Ching-te, showing that her administration is on the right track. It heartens the overseas compatriot community and makes us proud. We always say that we don't have any regrets in our life, and we will continue to work hard to allow Taiwan to be seen and heard. In closing, on behalf of overseas compatriots community, I would like to wish the Republic of China Taiwan national prosperity, President Tsai the best of health, and the people of Taiwan peace and happiness. Thank you.
Taiwan 加油!
请大会主席代表全体
On behalf of all attendees, Chairman Yu will now welcome Her Excellency Tsai Ing-wen to the stage. So, now let us express our gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is currently still struggling to contain the global COVID-19 pandemic. Taiwan activated the CECC as early as January 20th and introduced more than 120 disease containment policies within 3 weeks, including border control, face mask rationing, face mask distribution management, real name management, and a surveillance system for those under quarantine, and relevant service and transportation plans. With cooperation and trust from the Taiwanese people, we have been successful in controlling the virus. The government's effective actions in combating the outbreak has garnered much attention worldwide. International media has been covering and analyzing Taiwan's disease prevention measures, allowing the whole world to learn from us. Government officials and scholars have been accepting interviews, allowing Taiwan to step onto the international stage and increase its visibility. The government's success in containing the outbreak can be summarized into 4 key aspects: preparedness, early deployment, contact tracing and quarantine, and data and technology. All our government agencies work together to effectively carry out policies, but we also relied on the private sector, including hospitals, biotech R&D, manufacturing machine companies, face mask suppliers, and medical equipment suppliers. The military also provided manpower in supporting the production of disease prevention supplies. Pharmacies and convenience stores help sell face masks and other medical supplies. Post office staff and various distribution channels provided logistics support. Medical personnel on the front line strictly carried out testing and quarantine measures. Thanks to their help, we gained remarkable results. Please give them a warm round of applause. The sign language interpreters for today's ceremony are Mr. Li Zhenghui and Ms. Ding Lifen. Her Excellency President Tsai has arrived. Please rise. Please rise. Please be seated. Her Excellency President Tsai will now deliver the National Day Address.
National Day Celebration Chairperson Liu Xikun, distinguished guests, and my fellow citizens watching TV via TV or the internet. Good morning. Today is the 109th National Day of the Republic of China. This year, because of the pandemic, we have scaled back our celebration. But our fellow citizens, no matter where they are, or extend their heartfelt congratulations to the Republic of China, Taiwan, for making it through a year full of challenges. Due to the threat of COVID-19, 2020 has been a turbulent year for Taiwan and the world. This global crisis, however, has allowed the international community to see Taiwan's unique character and capabilities as an island of resilience. We did not lock down our cities or close down our schools. With pandemic control measures in place, we were one of the few countries in the world to still play professional baseball, hold major arts and cultural events. We also showed impressive national strength by sending pandemic prevention supplies to countries around the globe. Since March of this year, Taiwan's pandemic control performance has been covered in over 3,300 international media reports. This has helped the world to see Taiwan more clearly, and our international image has never been better. These achievements are a tribute to the unity and cooperation the people of Taiwan have shown. In addition to the medical and quarantine personnel who have worked so hard, we also thank the manufacturing industry for cooperating to produce pandemic prevention supplies, the high-tech industry for developing apps, our pharmacists and convenience store employees for helping distribute face masks, and the public for following our disease control measures in an orderly manner. We also saw that cities returning from abroad follow home isolation and quarantine regulations. The hotel industry provided quarantine Lodging, the car rental industry provided transportation for people under quarantine, and restaurants and entertainment venues implemented name-based tracing systems. Through unity and a single-minded purpose, we held the line in the fight against the pandemic and made Taiwan a global model. I know that the Taiwanese people were inspired when former Japanese Prime Minister Yoshiro Mori, Czech Republic President Milos Vystrel, and U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services Alex Azar and Undersecretary of State Keith Clark all visited us to convey their respect for Taiwan. Our successful response to the challenges of pandemic has proven our nation's viability during times of adversity and boosted public confidence. More importantly, we have united because we are well aware of the importance of defending our homeland. So this year has been decidedly difficult, but also very rewarding. For this year's National Day celebration, we have invited heroes in the fight against COVID-19 from all walks of life to lead us in singing the national anthem. We know many of their stories well, like nurse Lai Bilian wearing the pressure marks from her face mask as a badge of honor, and the touching tale of nurse Zhang Wan-er, who escorted a child with hemophilia back to Taiwan, but hid her mission from her family. And there are many more unreported stories about unsung heroes in the battle against COVID-19, too many to tell. Please join me in giving them a warm round of applause and thank them once again for all they have done for Taiwan. Because the pandemic was properly controlled, Taiwan became one of the few countries in the world that maintained positive economic growth. We have also prepared for economic development in the post-pandemic era, proactively planning, promoting our 6 core strategic industries. We have already planned out the step-by-step allocation of our forward-looking infrastructure development program, special budget, and step up the pace of implementation. What inspires most is that our citizens and companies have more confidence in Taiwan's economic development. The long-term capital outflow trend has been completely reversed. We have been welcoming the largest wave of reshoring in decades by Taiwan companies, with investments worth more than 1 trillion NT dollars, along with over 100 billion. Thank you for our Taiwanese business friends. 100 million NT dollars in overseas funds being repatriated. Many foreign companies and well-known multinational corporations are also increasing their investments in Taiwan, and all of these are ongoing right now. We have also made substantive progress in international economic and trade cooperation. Taiwan and the United States will hold a high-level economic dialogue to identify future cooperation opportunities in the realignment of global supply chains, technological cooperation, infrastructure, and other areas. Last week, Taiwan and the United States jointly announced the signing of a framework to strengthen infrastructure, finance, and market-building cooperation. Under that agreement, we will jointly participate in infrastructure projects in the Americas and in the Indo-Pacific region. The deepening of Taiwan-U.S. economic cooperation has thus entered the action phase, the beginning of our pursuit of comprehensive breakthrough in international economic and trade cooperation. But I also want to remind everyone the global pandemic is not over yet. The complex economic and social challenges it has brought to all countries remain severe. The future holds even greater challenges waiting to be overcome. Post-pandemic global economic recovery, lifestyle changes, dramatic changes in global and regional trade, and the realignment of the global economic order will all test our economic staying power and overall adaptability to address the greatest internal and external changes we have seen in decades. Taiwan will continue to show resilience, and the government will take the helm and lead the way forward with 3 major strategies to create the new Taiwan economy we all aspire to. First, we will fully and comprehensively participate in supply chain reorganization. The rapid dismantling and realignment of global supply chains is now irreversible, and Taiwanese businesses around the world are moving towards segmented markets, production-based migration, and reshoring to invest in Taiwan at an even faster pace. Our ongoing implementation of the 5+2 Innovative Industry Plan, 6 core strategic industry trillion NT dollar investment programs, new southbound policy, Taiwan-U.S. economic cooperation and participation in regional economic integration are all closely related to supply chain realignment. We will link all of these related policies and programs while integrating government, private sector resources with cross-departmental capabilities to achieve full and comprehensive participation in the realignment process, making Taiwan an indispensable force in global supply chains. Second, we want to make Taiwan a hub for international capital, talent, and digital technology. In the future, the critical factors in supply chain realignment will be capital, talent, and core technologies for the digital economy. We will continue to deepen reforms and eliminate obstacles to create an environment and legal structure to attract international capital and talent. We will also actively cultivate domestic industrial talent through international exchanges, industry, academic cooperation, and bilingual national policy. In addition, we will leverage Taiwan's strengths in ICT, semiconductors, the IoT, and artificial intelligence to develop and control core technologies and accelerate digital transformation of industry and the economy. Third, we will do our utmost to balance economic and social development. The post-pandemic economy and industry run the risk of unbalanced development, while there may also be repercussions from massive increase in capital supply. The government will therefore put greater emphasis on the reasonable distribution of resources, take care of the disadvantaged affected by our economic transformation, strengthen spur youth employment, encourage and effectively utilize funding to bring back Taiwan's economic growth, dividend for everyone to share.
Of course, Taiwan's economic prospects also depend on regional peace and stability. We are aware that showing weakness and making concessions will not bring peace. Adequate preparation and reliance on the determination and strength of solid national defense capabilities is the only way to guarantee Taiwan's security and maintain regional peace. The guiding principles behind our current national defense strategy are to enhance national defense capabilities and lower the risk of military conflict. For some time now, harassment by air and sea from the other side has raised tensions in the Taiwan Strait, but our national military has closely monitored the situation and responded promptly, achieving their defense mission. Over the past few years, whenever I have had time, I have visited the officers and enlisted personnel in our military units, from Air Force radar stations on distant mountaintops to naval fleets patrolling the seas, and from Army unit artillery drills in the field to the academies training our young non-commissioned officers. I do that not only to thank our military personnel working around the clock to protect the nation, but even more to let citizens know that our military are our family and the staunchest backers of our national sovereignty, freedom, and democracy. Throughout my interactions with our men and women in uniform, many stories strengthened my confidence. I remember being in the alert room at an Air Force unit on the front lines where the pilots, always prepared for emergency service, confidently told me that the Air Force has our air defense covered. I also remember at an Army Engineer Training Center, I saw a female officer lead her fellow engineers with the kind of spirit that can carve a road through any mountain or build a bridge over any body of water. At the Navy Underwater Operations Unit, men and women wearing heavy equipment fearlessly dove to the ocean floor to remove obstacles. This is the ROC military. Whether they are on the front line or in logistics, male or female, they are all children of Taiwan and committed to safeguarding our nation. In recent times, some of our brothers and sisters in uniform were injured or even lost their lives while carrying out their duties. We remember their dedication with gratitude and are proud of our military for their bravery and sense of responsibility. As Commander-in-Chief, I have always had the future of our military and our military of the future in my heart. We will continue to modernize defensive combat capabilities and accelerate the upgrading of our asymmetrical capabilities to deal with military expansion and provocation from the other side of the Taiwan Strait. As we procure military hardware, we still remain dedicated to promoting our national self-defense capabilities. We have already made substantial progress in manufacturing advanced training aircraft and submarines. We take a dual-track approach to strengthening our defensive capabilities. We have not only upgraded our military hardware capabilities, but even more importantly, we are focusing on cultivating high-quality personnel. In addition to improving the professionalism of our volunteer officers and soldiers, we need to establish an effective reservist system to enhance the quality and capabilities of our military personnel. I am sure that many reservists recently on active duty for training feel that the process has been streamlined. Next on the agenda will be the rapid implementation of reserve and mobilization system reforms based on the principle of integrating standing and reservist forces. In order to avoid potential conflicts due to miscalculations or accidents, we will address threats to regional peace and stability by upholding our principle of neither fearing nor seeking war. The MND will report on PLA activities when appropriate, exchange information with neighboring countries, and strengthen security partnerships. The ministry will also keep the public informed, solidifying overall national defense. We have all been paying close attention to changes in regional security, from sovereignty disputes in the South and East China Seas and the China-India border conflict, to developments in the Taiwan Strait, as well as the Hong Kong version of the national security law. It is clear that democracy, peace, and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific are currently facing serious challenges. Countries in this region have forged various alliances to ensure that their national security and democratic systems are not affected by external influences. This has already caused unprecedented changes to the region. We must turn this testing time into a historical opportunity. Our commitment to our sovereignty and democratic values will not change. But we will also maintain strategic flexibility and be responsive to changes. As circumstances change, advanced preparation is the only way to exercise control over the future, and not just drift with the current or have others decide our fate. We will play an active role in establishing new regional and international orders. We will forge alliances based on shared values and friendly ties throughout the international community and continue to enhance partnerships with like-minded and friendly nations. We will also participate more actively in regional and international multilateral cooperation and dialogues. The most important values the Republic of China-Taiwan stands for in the region are upholding peace and promoting economic development. We want to be an advocate for the forces of good and share our progressive and good faith values with the whole world. I am also aware that the leader across the strait has publicly stated in a video message to the United Nations General Assembly that China will never seek hegemony, expansion, or a sphere of influence. As countries in the region and around the world are now concerned about China's expanding hegemony, we hope this is the beginning of genuine change. At this critical time, when the entire world has grave concerns about Indo-Pacific and cross-strait developments, if Beijing can heed Taiwan's voice, change the way it handles cross-strait relations, and jointly facilitate cross-strait reconciliation and peaceful dialogue, I believe that regional tension can be surely resolved. In addressing cross-strait relations, we will not act rashly. We will uphold our principles. Maintaining stability in cross-strait relations is in the best interests of both sides. We are committed to upholding cross-strait stability, but this is not something Taiwan can shoulder alone. It is the joint responsibility of both sides. At this stage, the most pressing cross-strait issue is to discuss how we can live in peace and coexist based on mutual respect, goodwill, and understanding. As long as the Beijing authorities are willing to resolve antagonisms and improve cross-strait relations, while parity and dignity are maintained, we are willing to work together to facilitate meaningful dialogue. This is what the people of Taiwan advocate, and it is a cross-party consensus. It is clear that public opinion in Taiwan about external relations and national security is now converging. The Taiwanese people all hope for regional peace and prosperity that are stable and sustainable. The same is true for the ruling and opposition parties. For example, an opposition party's recent resolutions to advance Taiwan-U.S. relations were supported by both the ruling and opposition party caucuses and passed without objection. The mayors of our 6 special municipalities also came together in unanimous opposition when an international organization downgraded Taiwan's status and succeeded in correcting the error. These are all examples of cross-party cooperation, uniting to express our point of view. Through these examples, I would like to appeal to and invite all of our domestic political parties to join forces and work together. Domestically, we compete with one another and have opposing viewpoints. This is normal in a democracy. But for the nation's continued survival and development, and for the values of freedom and democracy, we should unify to address external issues, cooperating to lead the country to rise above adversity. Just like everything Taiwan has experienced over the past 71 years, hardships had forged our resiliency, and challenges have inspired our resolve. This pandemic can consolidate a sense of unity among Taiwanese and give us the courage to continue moving forward. We have contained the spread of the virus, developed economic strategies, stabilized the region, and protected Taiwan's security. For what reason? Because we want to pass on a strong country to our next generation. At this year's Golden Melody Awards, we witnessed the creativity and vitality of our dynamic younger generation. They used various musical styles, confidently singing in their native languages, which reflects their values on many different issues. This was especially evident for the album Kinakayan, Mother Tongue, which was honored as Album of the Year. Even though these young creatives have different styles, they can all light up the stage with the finest interpretations of Taiwan's diverse cultures. This is all supported by our free and democratic society. All of our striving is for Taiwan's next generation, so that they and the generations that follow can show their self-confidence through their creations. They can be proud of the culture and values of our homeland and courageously engage with the world. On this National Day, let's all make a wish together. Let's wish that 20 years from now, when Taiwanese look back on 2020, they will remember this as the year we grasped a generational opportunity, bravely forging ahead in rapidly changing times to overcome challenges and throw off our shackles, giving them a chance to determine their own future. Starting today, let's all join together, keeping in step. If there's a path, let's follow it, singing along the way. If there's no path, let's forge the stream, scale the hill, and keep moving toward the light. Happy National Day. Thank you very much. Chairman Yu, please accompany Her Excellency President Tsai to her seat. Chairman Yu, please return to the podium. Music, please. This concludes our ceremony. Let us thank the Joint Military Marching Band, Honor Guard, and Military Police Quick Response Company. You may now exit. Gino, did you receive this year's National Day anti-pandemic gift box? Yes, I did. I'm going to keep it as a family treasure to pass it down to my children. Inside the box, there is a commemorative National Day pin, as well as rice soap and soap plates made from locally produced leopard cat rice. There is even an empty bottle to turn it into soap mousse. How considerate. The National Day goodies bag includes an anti-pandemic gift box, a gentry hat, a face mask, and wet wipes. The face mask even has this year's National Day design on it, so you can look good and be safe at the same time. Our next performance, Honorable's Feast, is to thank the national heroes who have worked so hard to safeguard the health of the Taiwanese people. Health officials and medical personnel heroes in the North and South plazas, please rise. They are wearing flower wreaths so that you can recognize them. Entering now is our Taiwan anti-pandemic national team motorcade. The 10 military vehicles are carrying our national heroes from various sectors. These unsung heroes include machine tool producers, face mask producers, hardworking postal and pharmacy staff who helped Taiwanese people purchase face masks conveniently and quickly. Taiwan's biotech industry and research institutions are also very impressive. They came together across sectors to develop test kits, pharmaceuticals, and vaccines. The motorcade is right in front of the visitor stand now. Let's hear it for these heroes. People under quarantine have received phone calls from the village chiefs asking, have you eaten yet? How are you feeling today? What a wonderful job they have done. Please give them a warm round of applause. That's right. Our soldiers also helped in the anti-pandemic efforts by assisting in producing medical supplies and disinfecting charter planes coming in from China. Our anti-pandemic work has been very effective thanks to these selfless heroes. We have controlled the pandemic, and these results have received much attention and praise internationally. We have shown the world that Taiwan can help, and Taiwan is helping. Thank you for your selfless help. You are all Taiwan's heroes. Please give them another round of applause. National heroes in the North and South plazas, please take your seats. Now it is time for one of the most anticipated events of the day. The General Assembly of Chinese Culture, chaired by President Tsai Ing-wen, has brought together various cultures and fields to produce this amazing performance. Taiwan is a beautiful island nation in the vast ocean. The ancestral Proto-Austronesian language originated here and it is now home to immigrants from all around the world. That's right, Taiwan is now my home too. In order to showcase Taiwan's confidence, diversity, and strength, the GACC has added many new elements to their performance this year. Now please join me in welcoming the GACC's performance, New Era, Blessings, and Energy.
Oh, 阿公啊，今仔什么日子？这边哦，安那会遮济人？
今仔日就是中秋节，你知影？
唔知影呢。
中秋节就是咱国家的生日。阿公带你来遮就是要看老年，就是甲大家斗阵来庆祝着咱这块土地，养育着咱世世代代的台湾人。大家这片土地拍拼，生活咱理想，唔惊困难，但向向前行。每一个台湾人抱着感恩的心，满满的爱。愿意甲这个世界分享所有的物件，有爱、感恩、分享，也个勇敢，这个就是咱台湾人的精神。
对哦，开一声，遐尼大声，迄台湾哦，哪有这么厉害的物件？
哦，这物件恁捌听到啊？
唔知啊，惊到。
哦，你若捌听到，讲袂听。
嗯，
若是这个锣遐尼大声是啥物意思呢？就是咱台湾的国庆日正落拍落去，就是讲叫做好彩头。咱虽是住在就这个台湾是一座的朴树，四方面山海，咱嘛有山真悬啊。都是咱台湾人住在就咱这个台湾也靠山，甲靠海，咱唔惊艰苦。所以咱在就这个所在，咱台湾人的勇敢、同款的气魄，不断来这个土地拍拼，唔惊困难，才会即摆的台湾一直伫进步。你看下面，大家斗阵的庆祝。再一个。
头拄食迄武术表演无，甲跳舞的姐姐，哦，够厉害呢！
哦，迄来讲我咱台湾人哦，甲山、甲海同一款的欺骗。咱台湾人的囡仔真勇敢，一直伫咧挑战着咱这个难关。咱台湾虽然世界地图真多来讲，但是台湾人的志气，世界任何人也搁较有。所以咱台湾人不断拍拼，在国际上有得奖，是要互全世界所有的人知影着咱台湾上厉害。
等，该发生的没发生，等再等呀等，再完美也不完整。哦，等慢，等慢吞，再美梦真快乐也不兴奋。等再等呀等，青春变成鱼尾纹。等再等呀等，失去灵魂的标本。等慢分，慢吞，这10分诚恳，不如给我一个爱我的请举手，爱我的请点头，爱我的请举起左手，我爱的请举右手，爱我的说出口，爱我的请说出口，爱我的请说。有时候一直不足够。爱我的请举手，爱我的请点头，爱我的请举起左手，我爱的请举右手，爱我的说出口，爱我的请说出口，爱我的请说。有时候一次不足，有时候一次不足，有时候一次不足够。
阿孙呢？你甲看，咱大汉人啊，是毋是有厉害无？
对啊，我大汉了后吼，嘛要亲像因共款，我吼嘛要变成台湾之光。
王孙呢？你这句话阿公听了个是真爽快。阿公要期待你哦。
好。
不过变了更加厉害，感恩的心不能忘记，忘记咱台湾这片土地，是咱大汉的人，让所有的人都可以快快乐乐地生活。打拼就是有这样好的所在，台湾才有这样多人也多元的文化。不管你是个什么所在，有原住民，也嘛有河洛人、客家人，也有新住民，都可以做伙住在就咱这个台湾生活。台湾亲像咱的妈妈同一款，保护照顾咱，所以咱要对心肝肚的感谢咱的妈妈台湾。
车载父母是用情书，换阮一暝大市厝，是妈妈煮的饭，辛苦才养阮，委屈甲心酸，拢总家己吞，是爸爸白头梦。草原为着阮。 起歌了。
生会带着我们前航，请记得你也光，冲那个台湾，时代不容黑化，梦幻许点眼前方的色，暂时没会赐给心灵小点点，多的表演并把背，下个浪子的，是在梦里要拍摄，时代多的背。是我的家，所有珍贵的记忆和旧的文化，我们要好好收藏。走回来出发，歌声会带着我们前航。请记得你也光，那个台湾，是南口的美丽。我的梦想是我的家，所有珍贵的记忆和旧的文化，我们要好好收藏。出发，歌声会带着我们前航。中华民国，中国的国浪又悄悄地滋养给富有台湾。
阿公啊，今仔日的表演哦，真正有够精彩呢。原来吼，这就是咱台湾人的精神。
外孙呢？最重要就是咱有民主、自由的台湾，每一个人都可以大方展现自己。咱台湾人自信、勇敢，心中阁有满满的爱，才会出遮尔多的人才。莫在遮讲遐多啊！来，阿公哦，带你来去。感受一下，行来呀！
接下来由国宝级布袋戏操偶师陈其煌老师
Now let us
与
welcome
歌仔
a
戏廖
performance
雄狮老师一同演唱这首《
by
我
our
的未来
puppet
不是梦》，
opera
希望世代相传，让台湾
My
文化艺
future is
术
not a
一路
dream
传下去。
也不放弃自己想要。
带给我们广场上精彩表演的演出者来自各个领域，也让我们看到他们代表台湾的活力、自信前行的精神。现在各位嘉宾，请让我们一起抬起头。
Wow, fighter jets!
接下来还会有空军雷虎小组
We will
将以
also
5机大
welcome
雁队形
a performance from the Air Force Thunder Tiger aerobatics team,
庆祝大会带到
which is
最高
definitely
潮。
one of the highlights of today's
特技
ceremony.
小组准备用代
The
表
Thunder Tiger aerobatics team will use blue, white, and red smoke, representing the 3 colors of our national flag.
在1200尺
They will enter from behind the viewing platform at
各
an
位嘉宾，雷
altitude
虎
of
小组即将
1,200
通
feet.
过观礼台实施盛大的扇
Now
形展
please
开，
welcome the
给予这
Thunder
朵
Tiger
气势
aerobatics
磅
team.
礴的平面百合
The
花，
lily in
祝
the
福
sky
中
is a
华民
blessing
国
for the
风
Republic of
调
China
雨顺，
on this
国
special
泰
day,
民安。
hoping to ensure its prosperity and peace. Don't forget to give our pilots some applause.
尖叫，
You can wave to them and make some noise.
挥挥手。
中华民国中书记
The
就届庆
2020
祝
National Day
109
celebration
年国庆大
ceremony
会
has
到
now
此
come to an
圆
end.
满成功。
让我们再一次用
Let us give all the performers and
感谢今天
participants
所有
a
参
big
与的
round
人
of
们。
applause.
非常感谢总统、
A big
副
thank
总
you to
统
the
以及
President,
各位贵
Vice
宾与我们
President,
欢
and
庆
all
欢度
distinguished
国庆
guests for
请各
attending
位
the
贵宾
ceremony
还有与会
today.
人员起身感谢
Please
总
rise
统
and
莅
join me
临
in。thanking President Tsai as she leaves. I am Gina Wang. I am Lu Shuijing. Thank you for joining us today. 2020, proud of Taiwan. A very happy birthday to our nation. See you next year. Military and police personnel and all staff, thank you for your hard work. Distinguished guests from all agencies, departments, institutes, organizations, and schools, thank you very much. Guests seated in the central area as well as the north and south visitor stands, please leave the venue according to the instructions in your booklet. Once again, thank you very much.